What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I don't know, like, okay, yeah. So as soon as y'all get live, hey. As soon as y'all get live, share it. Share it. Wait, I'll be right back. Wait a minute. I ain't giving a book. Share it, because sharing is caring. Share it. This lighting is not giving me the lighting I'm desiring right now. This is not how I imagined it going with the lighting. So y'all bear with me. How about this? Is this better? This will work. Hey y'all. Make sure you share the video. Share the video. As soon as as soon as y'all get on here, share it. This is my first webinar again. Something is not right about my Facebook. I see people liking it and stuff, but I don't see like where the comments are and stuff. Usually I see comments and stuff on Facebook. I'm not seeing that, but it's all good. We're going to start in a minute as soon as I can get Facebook together, because this is not gonna work. This is not how Facebook usually looks, guys. I promise. Instagram is with me though. Instagram is with me. What's up, Insta people? What's up? I need y'all to talk back to me. I need y'all to like this. I need y'all to love it. Love it. As soon as you get on here, like it, love it. And on Facebook, I need y'all to like it, to comment, tell me that y'all here, because something is wrong. I'm not seeing the comments on Facebook. But if you are here, tune into the hashtag event proof webinar. The first one in a long time. Because, yeah, you know, sometimes you neglect things. But we're going to talk about it. I'm just waiting for more people to come on. If you are on my Facebook, drop a comment, say something, because something is going on with my Facebook. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'll be tripping, y'all. Don't worry. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. All right. We are in business. I see the comments on Facebook. All right. I'm feeling better about life. Okay. So I always want to start off the webinars kind of just talking about some recent things that's going on. I want you all to tell me what's good, what you guys have good going on with you all. That's like my favorite thing to do when I start a webinar. So yeah, let me know what good things y'all have going on. Whether it's you got a job, y'all just got some money, you just got a big client, just you know, let me know what good things y'all got going on. Let it flow. I know we're doing the Liddy conference Saturday, which is called Ladies in the Industry, Music and Media. So we're so excited for the Ladies in the Industry, Music and Media conference. It's a conference where we bring women together. Where we bring women together that have the common lifestyles. Thank you, DM. We're through common lifestyles. So we bring women together. Oh, wow, he's about to launch an investment company. That's so dope. I wish you nothing but the best. An investment company is on a whole new level. Not even ready. Thank you, DM. So Ladies in the Industry, Music and Media is a conference where we bring women together that are in the music and the media industry that have common lifestyles. So we bring mothers and wives, LGBTs, plus size. We bring women that deal with sexism, all type of things that they deal with in their personal lives, but they're all still in the music and media industry. Thank you, DM. Thank you. So I'm excited about that. That's Saturday. And our tickets are $20. So yeah, go get those. Yeah, anybody else got anything good going on? Yeah, just drop some comments. Thank you. drop some comments. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, guys. So, you know, if you're on Instagram and you follow me, it's Nia Events. Please follow hashtag EventProof at EventProof on IG and on Facebook. So, yeah. Anybody got anything else good going on? I will wait. Yes, if you're on Facebook, please share this. Share it. Share it, share it, share it. If you're on Facebook, share it. If you are on Instagram, love it, like it. Tell a lot of people when you're on Instagram. If you tell people to like and love your live, that gets your live seen on people's news feed. On people's timelines. So if you're on Instagram, please like this. Thank you, my little heart. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm not seeing my comments on Facebook. Facebook is not letting me be great. It's a little irritating. But we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to push it. Because, see, I have comments, but I can't read them. So, guys, please don't think I'm ignoring you. I just realized, I really cannot see the comments. And it's telling me there's comments there. But I can't see them. So, yeah, and I'm seeing the likes, too. So, I'm just not sure what Facebook is doing. Yeah, so if you're on Facebook, like it, share it. I don't have an Android. You petty. I'm actually on my laptop. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. So hashtag EventProof is a book that I published back in like May. That basically focuses on, thank you. Okay, see, I'm seeing this is not working out for me. That basically focus on how to become a great event planner. Okay, look, I'm just gonna focus on that. How to become a great event planner and how to produce events flawlessly with complete serenity. I read a book by an author named Napoleon Hill. He is a amazing author. If you've probably read one of his books if you are into entrepreneurial lifestyle. And it was called, I think, Think and Grow Rich. It was either Think and Grow Rich or something about success. Anyway, Think and Grow Rich, and it had some fundamental tips on how to, like the top 10 tips on how to become a great marketer. And it really, really, when you first read it, you think you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to read how to sell $1 million. He about to give me the blueprint on this. And it's like, no, it all starts with your mind. And that's really where I really understood and started to understand what being an entrepreneur really is about. And it's really about your mind. So I used his 10 skills, and I kind of flipped it in a way of an event planner. So I did that, and I created hashtag EventProof. So what this webinar is thank you, Kay. So what this webinar is basically I'll break down every chapter to you. And we'll have a dialogue about it. We'll talk about it. Of course, I'll let you know what's in my book. Of course, I'll let you know where to go get the book. But, I wanted to just, give dialogue. So the first chapter of the book is called What's an Event Planner? What's an event planner? Actually the introduction goes, what's an event planner? So it basically breaks down what an event planner is. An event planner is someone that takes your vision that you have for any event that you have, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a concert, whether it's a launch party, takes whatever vision that you have, and they take whatever vision that you have and they put it in a simplistic way of logistics and they execute your event. Lord, it's a bigger breakdown than that, but you can see that part in the book. So having self-control. Is the first chapter in my book. And a lot of people think that they have self-control. Oh, thank you, girl. A lot of people think that they have self-control, but then like you have to think that self-control isn't what you already have. Self-control is ways that you lose your self-control. So you don't really know yourself until you really can analyze, you know, what you're doing wrong. So these are certain ways that we can lose our self-control. We don't set any goals. So that's the first thing that people struggle with. They think like, oh yeah, I have it in my mind. And that's great. You can have it in your mind. They say like, oh, no, I got this. I know where I'm doing. You know, God got me. And God definitely has you. Trust me. But he also has someone that's wise and that's smart. So you have to focus on setting out your goals. And you have to make sure these goals are realistic. A lot of people focus on unrealistic goals, and I don't think that, thank you, and I don't think that that is good for the business. So I broke down setting goals in a few different ways. So the first goal that you should ever set when you are starting your event company or whatever company that you are starting, the first goal that you need to set is your team goals. Your team goals, because you can't get anywhere without your team. I talk about a lot about like how to hire a team, you know, the way to hire people, what you should, you know, look for when you hire people in the book. But the first goals that you should set is for your team. Period. You have to remain selfless. I've been reading this book. It's called From Good to Great. Wait, actually, I can show you. This is the book. It's called From Good to Great. On Instagram it's backwards, but on Facebook it's right. So it's called From Good to Great. It's by Jim Collins, and it teaches a lot about how you are in nothing. Honestly, it's your team. And you have to remember that you have to be very selfless. You have to show that your team is the number one thing that keeps you driving. Nothing is egotistic. Nothing is done only by you. Everything is the team. Everything is the team. You have to go hard or die for your team. Your team mistakes is your mistakes. So your first goals that you should set is for your team. Where do you want to see your team members at? Where do you want to see your assistant at? Where do you want to see your junior event planner at? Where do you want to see your junior publicist at? Those goals, because when you set goals for their success, you set yourself up for success. So that's the first thing when you set your goals. You need to set your goals for your team, meaning setting your goals for your company. Your second goals that you should be setting, that you should set are your goals for your client. So your goals for your client should be established when you first sit down with your client. That's the first thing that you need to ask them. They say, oh, they come to you, say, hey, I have this event that I want to do, and this is what I want to do. Your next question should be, what's your goal? Like, what's the ending goal? What's the point of this event? What's the idea? What's your mission? What's your goal? You need to study your client. How is the process of your client? I work in entertainment, so a lot of the events that I do are entertainment. So when a client comes to me and say, hey, you know, I want to do a launch party, you have to figure out, okay, cool. The first thing you need to study that client. So how does the client's audience view them? How do they view their Instagram page? How do they access them? If we launched an event, what's the first place they're going to go to receive this information? What's the first, you know, interview that people see? What do people know you from? What you have to really study your client and make sure you are experiencing. Hey, Jacqueline, and make sure that you're experiencing it from a audience stand base. So when you're marketing this, it's done with, you know, serenity. Second, like I said, the process. You need to make sure you know the process of how people and how audience are going to perceive your client. Like I said, if they come to you with a launch party, you need to say, for example, we had a client and she was a media personality. So we basically had to sit down and say, okay, how are your audience viewing your YouTube? How are they getting to your YouTube? How are they, what artists were they really looking at? You need to, you need to see the process of when they go to your page, what video are they clicking on? So the next one is, what's your client's mission? That should be on your goals. What's your client's mission? What is their mission for this event? Their goals and the mission is two different things. Their goal is they want to sell at least 100 tickets. Their mission is they want to be able to launch their brand and get people to know who they are and to understand and fall in love with the new brand that they're introducing. That's an example. So you need to really differentiate what's the goal and what's the mission for your client. Second is, what are your client's team goals? You need to make sure that your team fully understands your client's goals. That goes along with the first thing that you should be setting, which is your team goals. Your third goals that you should be setting are your own goals. So what are the first? It should be what is the goal for your team? How do you want your team? Do you want to have at least 20 people on your team? Do you want to have at least 10 people on your team? Do you want to have all your team, all your team members be certified? Do you want all your team members to have a master's degree? Do you want all your team members to work with this celebrity and do this and do that? You need to make sure that your goals for your team are being accomplished. Second, what are your company goals? Where do you see your company going? What states do you see your company being at? What countries do you see your company being at? How much money do you see your company making? Those are all the things that you need to implement. And then selfless goals. I think these are the most important goals. Is like, how am I treating myself? Am I taking care of myself? Am I making sure I'm spending time with my family? Have I spent this amount of time with my loved ones? Have I bought myself a pair of shoes? Have I, treated myself out to dinner? Thank you. If you're on here, share this video. If you're on here, like and love this video. Like it and love it, and share it on Facebook, and like it and love it on Instagram. Thank you. So, and then make an outline. Just make an outline of those goals. Even if you're confident in yourself and you feel like, oh, hey, you know what? I got this and I don't even got to write it down. Write it down, because when you put ink to paper, it's so powerful, and it will manifest. So that is for self-control. Another part of self-control is managing your behavior. A lot of people struggle with managing their behavior, and it's okay, because we're human. I know people, like, that's a cliche thing, like, we're human, we got this. But no, like, honestly, like, a lot of people cannot manage their behavior, and it's okay. Thank you. Thank you. So the first part of manage your behavior is remaining a positive mental attitude. I think the most important thing that people really neglect, and they don't even take the time to just take 1 second and do, and that's to be aware of how they feel and be aware of what they are. So a long time ago, I think it was like my 22nd birthday, I tatted PMA to my arm. It stands for positive mental attitude. So just to make sure that I'm always aware of how I'm feeling, and I make sure I'm always in a positive state. Like, yes, I still get angry or mad, and yes, I still go through stuff, and yes, I still may stress, but at the end of the day, I'm making sure that, hey, I'm aware and I can snap back. Some people can't snap back. Some people, they have one thing messed up their day, and the rest of their day is messed up. Don't be like that. Have strong mental control over your mind. The second is display of be aware of who you are. So I say a lot of event planners and publicists should read a lot of psychology and sociology. Psychology and sociology books. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna help you go a long way when you are working with people, and when you are working in a state of services. You have to make sure that you know how to treat people. You know what type of person that you're about to work with. You have to be able to read people so that you can manage, their workflow a little better, especially when you're first working with someone. A lot of times as event planners, we don't really get the time to get to know their client. And it's by time where, like, if they say they hire you 4 months out of their event, you probably know that person and what they like and stuff by the 3rd month. So you have to really make sure that, you know, you have the signs, you know what signs to look out for, you know what energies to look out for. Reading psychology and sociology books have been great. So another part of managing your behavior has a lot to do with reality and faith. So positive mental attitude has a lot to do with having faith, and having faith in yourself, and having faith in your team, and having faith in your client, and having faith in the attendees. So I'm reading this book, right? Once again, this book, and it talks a lot about the difference from reality and faith. And reality is something that a lot of people are not open to because they deal with being very sensitive. It's something that I dealt with for a long time, but my mama helped me kick it out. But being sensitive, you have to understand that when you have a great team of people, when you hire the right people, when I say the right people, people that's qualified, and people that's passionate, and people that believe in your brand just as much as you do, you will have people that you need to listen to those people. So when they come to you and they tell you, oh, hey, no, that's not going to work, you have to listen to them. And you can't say, oh, no, we've been doing this for such and such long. That's great. And that's awesome that you've been doing that for such and such long. But you still have to realize at the end of the day that you have to get better, that you have to tweak at some things. Your goals, you're going to have to go back and reassess, and things of that nature. So the reality is, when someone is giving you feedback and when someone is letting you know something, it's better that you listen to what you have to say. I cannot see my comments on Facebook. Oh, okay, yes, I can see my comments now. Okay, so it's better off that people can talk with you. So always remain open space where people can come and talk with you. Now, faith is believing what you cannot see, and believing, not believing what you cannot see, believing what you see. Believing what you see and where you see your company and where you see your goals. So if someone comes to you and say, oh, hey, we should be using this software because this software is really working out for such and such company, and the data shows that, you know, such and such people voted for it, that's great. Faith is, yes, we're going to work out as a team, especially when you hire the right people. Yes, we're going to work out as a team. We've prayed for this. We put this together. Faith is things that you cannot control. In reality are things that you can't control. Remember that. Faith is things that you can't control. And reality is things that you can't control. So you can't fire that person because they're not doing their job and they're missing assignments and they're late. You cannot fire that person if that person turns in all their assignments, but it's wrong. If that person, you know, doesn't have all the data that they should have, but they did some. You know, you can work with that person. You can still have faith in that person. But a person that already shows you the results and the results are making your company fail, you are losing out. Trust me. The last thing with managerial behavior is, I had this story. So in my book, I talk about this story about when I was working at the radio station, and I was doing video. Trying to tell you, when I was an intern, I was doing everything. I was doing a video, and one of the media personalities came up, and we were at this event in Baltimore. There's a lot of people there, and she was like, "Hey, we're about to interview DJ Quicksilver." So I'm looking like, what? Like, we're about to interview DJ Quicksilver. This is one of the biggest DJs out right now. So I'm like, yes, like I cannot wait to hear what, you know, he has to say. And, you know, we did an interview. It went great. And at the end, she asked, you know, what's some advice that you would give someone that's, you know, trying to get into the music industry or media industry, and things of that nature. And so he said, hard work, consistency, and passion. Hard work, consistency, and passion. And that's literally the only thing that I go by. That's the only thing I go by with when I hire a team member. That's the only thing I go by when I look in and when we're evaluating clients. And for our own company and for myself, I think it's very, very important that you work hard. Working hard does not mean you make excuses. Working hard does not mean that you lack off and that you take shortcuts. Working hard literally means that you put your all into it, whether you can move or not. You know, I mean, there's a difference between taking care of yourself and working hard, but there's also, you know, a fine line between somebody that half-ass something and someone that actually works hard for it. And consistency. Oh my gosh, I talked about this all the time. Consistency is that faith. Consistency is what makes you keep moving. It was going to help you keep pushing. It's going to help you keep moving and understanding that where you are right now has nothing to do with where you see yourself at. So consistency, keep it moving, keep it going, keep doing what you're doing. No matter what, no matter if you fail, no matter if you got it wrong, get back up, keep it moving, Don't stop. Don't think that what you're doing. And that's another thing that I really want to let people know is if you're doing something and you're really, really good at it and you get a lot of sales from it, keep doing it. Don't move to something else because you're like, oh, you know what? They're doing that over there. So, you know, and it's getting them a lot of money. So let me do it. No, that they might be really good at that. And you might be good at it too. No lie. But at the end of the day, they're great at it. And you have to do what you're great at. You have to do what you're passionate at. Thank you. Like this, y'all. Like this and share it. You have to do what you're passionate at. And you have to do with what you're great at. It doesn't matter. So it matters about what you can produce. So if you have the means to for example, a publicist, she has a lot of media contacts, but a publicist but she doesn't have she doesn't have a lot of printers. She doesn't know a lot of printers. Do you think she should start printing stuff? No, that's not what she's good at. She's good at securing media outlets because that is what that's the most resources that she has. What makes you great is what resources that you have, the knowledge that you have. That's what makes you great. What you have, what resources and what knowledge you have is what's going to make your company and make your brand great. Don't go towards anything else. Trust me. And then passion. I don't know who has more passion than me about my company, but other than my business partner, me and her are like so passionate. You have to be passionate about this. I get so passionate, I get so offended when people don't understand. I'd be like, excuse me, what? You can't, but you know, of course, a lot of people don't understand it, but like you have to be passionate. You have to be dedicated. You have to be passionate about what you do. You have to hire people that's very passionate and that understand what you're doing. And part of being passionate is understanding the why. If you can't tell people in a quick sentence why you're doing what you're doing, why you have your company, why you feel like you're great at what you are doing, then you're going to fail. I'm sorry, you're going to fail because you have to. It's like you don't have to be a publicist to know how to do a pitch. That 30-second elevator pitch is everything, and everybody can see you're passionate in it. I'm gonna tell you this story about when I have a lot of stories. They're on my book too. I was just started at the radio station, and this is my first New York event. And it was a Def Jam event. Real dope. It was the Core DJ conference, so it was an all weekend type of thing. And I remember I ain't had that much money when I went up there. It was my first time in New York. I didn't care. I was sacrificing. I talk a lot about that in my book, a lot about sacrificing. But I just went up there to New York, and I'm up there, me and my boss, and we at the event, and we chilling. Michael Bivins was there. So he was on a panel for Friday, and then the Def Jam event, they were giving out some awards, and he was one of the people that had the award, and the Def Jam event was Sunday. So the Core DJ conference happened Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Sunday, we at the Def Jam event, and I'm going around with the camera taking pictures. I'm not a photographer, but I'm walking around with a Canon, and I'm just taking pictures here, taking pictures there. And Michael Bivins stopped me. Swear to God, y'all. True story. Michael Bivins stopped me and said, hey, I've been watching you all weekend, and I've been watching your page, and you keep doing what you're doing. I see your drive, and I see your passion, and you're going to go far. I lie to y'all not. I just fell out because I'm like, Michael Bivins just said I'm going to be successful. But, you know, I already do that. I ran in the bathroom and I called my mama. I said, Mom, Michael Bivins just said I'm gonna be successful. She was like, oh, I know you are. But I mean, you know, that's great that he told you that. So I was just so excited. But and that's another thing, you never know who's watching you. Because so Friday I had took a picture with Michael Bivins. Like me and Michael Bivins and my manager at the time, we took a picture. And I posted it, and I tagged Michael Bivins in it, and he didn't even like my picture. He didn't like it. He didn't comment or nothing. So I'm like, oh, bro, you know. But I still kept it cordial. You know, I still kept it cordial when I see him. I didn't want to, you know, say nothing on anything. So, but for him to come up to me and say that, it just shows that, like, your passion is your real, true, genuine energy. And nobody can take your energy from you, and that will manifest. I promise you, a lot of the connections that I've gotten and a lot of the people that I've met and that I know have been literally just because my passion, period. Because I walk up to a person and I'm like, yo, this is what I do. This is what I love to do. And I want to help you. How can I help you? How can we work together and do something? And you know, that's just my passion. So, let me see. Let me make sure I talked about everything because I don't want to talk y'all head off. Yeah, so just wrapping up. Hold on. Just wrapping up. Thank you everybody that you know, stay with me, that rocked with me. If y'all have any questions about self-control, I'm just like upset because Facebook won't let me be great and see my comments, y'all. I'm really not ignoring y'all. I'm just confused with how the comment thing is going. I don't know. So if y'all have any questions, oh my gosh, I don't even know. If you have any questions, I guess send me some messages and I will respond. So at first, like at first it was coming up and I could see comments, but oh, okay, here it go. Thank you, T and Lauren. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I just wanted to wrap up with some last little tips on how we lose self-control. We set no goals. We set impossible goals. We don't pay attention to our goals. So we set the goals and we don't go back and review. We don't go back and reassess. That's very important. We neglect our behavior. I talked about that. Self-control. We quit. A lot of people do it. They quit. Be real. We become obsessed with protecting our egos. You people got to understand when you are on a mission and you are trying to succeed your goals, you cannot have an ego. You cannot be out here trying to protect your ego. You cannot be out here trying to be cool and trying to be cute. No, you gotta walk up to that person. You gotta talk to that person. You gotta wear that outfit. You gotta go in there. You gotta lose your concern and lose your worry and drop the ego, and you just gotta be yourself. And you gotta remember that in the day, I want my goal to be succeeded. I don't care what I look like. You know, that's very important. We attend to immediate situations. So that talks a lot about reality, and that goes along with reality and faith. A lot of people, we're working towards a really huge goal, and then we get something that comes and, you know, block us. And a lot of people call it the devil. But, you know, you get something that distracts you and you start going towards that, and it's like, nope, you got to stay on your course. We focus on our emotions but neglect getting the job done. How do you learn to prioritize your goals? I like that question. So you prioritize your goals by figuring out the mission. So the mission, whatever mission that you want to succeed, is how you prioritize your goals. You prioritize your goals with your resources. So how many resources do I have, the resources to accomplish these goals? So say you set out 5 goals, and out of the 5 goals, one of the goals you have 6 resources, and all of the rest of the goals you only have 2 resources to accomplish the goal. The first goal that you need to accomplish is the one that you have the most resources out of. You figure out your resources by what's more cost efficient, you know, who's in your immediate circle that can help you out with this goal, what ways you can reach out, whether it's sponsors, whether it's vendors, and these sponsors can be for profit, for product. That's how you set your goals. Just prioritizing that way, figuring out what resources you bet you have the most resources, what's the most cost efficient way, and yeah, what you can get done at that moment. Thank you. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Jacqueline. Yeah. So yeah, you're welcome. So the last one is we focus on calming our emotions but neglect getting the job done. So I talked about that in being sensitive and understanding that you're not going to always hear what you want to hear. They're not going to always say what you want to say. Sometimes you got to, face the hard facts of reality. And that goes with letting our emotions get in the way of things, especially when it comes to business. A lot of people, this is why a lot of people don't mix friends and business, because a lot of people cannot take the truth. I mean, that's just period. And I'm one not to hold it. If you got an assignment that's late and we working together, I don't want to work with you no more, because especially if we just started working together, because that just shows that that person is gonna hold y'all back in some way. So don't let your emotions get in the way of things. That's how you lose control. And yeah, so that's a wrap. That's my little piece. This is the first webinar for #EventProof. We are back. Please go to Amazon.com and purchase the ebook. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. It's a short read. It's only about like 75 pages. I wrote the entire thing, and I am excited to share it with you all. Please give me your feedback and let me know if you have any questions. See y'all later. Deuces. Share this video. I'm going to end it here. Oh, and then finish.